Right, I'm going to be starting things off with the dude Sensor. We've been
I feel
hyping
like
him
you
up.
have to,
Let's
right?
see how he's playing on day number 2. This is the bracket, guys. $1 million on the line. 6 teams fighting for a piece of it. And Sensor is going to be opening things up. He went from a champion with Faze Red, kind of getting kicked off his own team and then forming this roster with some of the best in the game.
It's weird because, as you said, he won that first event and then kind of got kicked off the team.
Same thing with Apathy. Yeah.
Same thing with Apathy. And it's just kind of made them more hungry. It's like, all right, well, you know, a lot of talk about that Faze Red squad. Faze Black, very under the radar, as we keep saying, but I think he's even more motivated. I think that's one thing which really motivates Sensor, the fact that everyone thinks that Faze Red squad is significantly better than Faze Black, and he just doesn't believe that at all.
And the cool part is they're both in the bottom half of the bracket. I got some tweets, people asking who I think will win the two teams matchup. Everyone expecting to see that match a little bit later, but SB, they do not think that's going to happen. So far, it's all tied up, but a nice start for Fizzerp and Tito. Very objective-oriented here in our first minute.
Just looking through at some of the classes, you know, you're going to see Fizzerp use a lot of EMPs. He's a big advocate of that. Tito rocking danger close in respawn. That's something that we haven't actually seen for
And talk kind of the more casual fans who may not know what danger close does. So why might he be running that?
So danger close, obviously, you're going to want to run grenades with that, increases the explosion damage with those grenades. So you see a lot of players use it in search and destroy to try and get an easy first blood or an easy pick. Running it in respawn, something a little bit different. You can expect to see John use a lot of gung-ho. He's a massive, massive fan of that. We've seen a couple of players experiment with it in group play, but John, more comfortable with it. He's used it pretty much since Advanced Warfare came out.
Yeah, look at John here. He's rocking 5 perks so far. ASM1, he's keeping it standard, and he is ripping people up. 11 and 5 on a 3 streak. Basically, every time he comes alive, he's trading 2 kills. Finally going to be taken down. We got Fizzerp trying to rotate around. It's going to be moving over to the garage, and Fizzerp's going to try and lock this down as he is going to be the first one in from SB. There is a player waiting for him, but he's going to win that one-on-one against Study.
Fizzerp just taking his time. Knows he needs a little bit of support here. Players from Faze Black going to try and wrap in from behind, and they will get control of that hard point. So nice plays there coming in from Faze Black, and Proofy in such a big power position here. He needs to win a couple of gunfights with a bow, but Tito shutting him down.
Everyone dying in the garage as those danger close grenades paying off for Fizzerp on this class. Apathy and Proofy, though, coming in here, clearing it out. 57-40 in favor of Faze Black so far, and Apathy is going to be inside this hardpoint rocking the ASM-1. He was dominant with the bow yesterday, and look for him to go back to that assault rifle a little bit later as the hills rotate.
What's really interesting to me as well is Tito is adapting to this hardpoint. Obviously, we talk about, you know, going from this hardpoint to the next. There is a huge anchoring position towards that back glass Atlas. Tito has pulled out the Amelie. Still going to run danger close, but he's more than happy to rock it. He's actually just changed his class, as I said that. Managed to get control of it, now has the bow out. But using that Amelie for a brief stint really actually helped him get control of that back glass area.
And we're going to see it is John and Strictly Business set up first here as they have the outside locked down. Only one entrance from this side, and it's going to be Sensor trying to break with his teammates just like that. Faze Black, 4 of your last 5 kills in the feed, and they will take over. Fantastic break here, and hopefully this will put them up by about 50 points if they're able to lock it down. 30 seconds left. Eventually, you're going to see SB come charging back in, and it was Neslo who cleared it with a 2-piece.
Yeah, Neslo at 10 and 12. He's one of those explosive players, you know. SB going to need him to step up, get that team hyped, because he is a massive, massive hype man when it comes down to it. Always tries to keep his team feeling positive and playing it the best they possibly can as Fizzerp tries to wrap around the outside. Should be able to pick an easy kill here. Does so. Strictly Business get control of the hard point. 10 seconds left. It's going to be scrap time, and that rotation is going to be won by Faze.
And Fizzerp is going to milk the final 3 seconds. That rotation you're talking about, though, Apathy going to be positioned in the window. You've got a player playing out aggressively. That's going to be some rotation going down. It was Proofy who finally falls, but look at that mini-map. All blue arrows inside the hard point. They're rotating perfectly, knowing where their opponents are coming from off spawn, and Apathy's going to leave the hill to go slaying. Fantastic work, but John gets the 2 beats. Apathy is finally going to stop him, and that is going to keep the points ticking in their favor. 127 and counting to 73. Almost at the halfway point.
Apathy at 19 and 10, Proofy at 21 and 14. This Faze Black squad has come out all guns blazing today. You know, you look at that score, 129 to 78. Big part of that is going to be that battle fight between Tito and Proofy. Proofy winning a significant amount more of those gunfights, helping his team break these hard points.
I thought one of the most impressive performances yesterday was Proofy on one side of uplink dropped, I believe, 22
It was
kills.
ridiculous. I mean, you'll hear players talk about 40 bombs in hardpoint, but in a game type like uplink, to be dropping 40+ kills is absolutely absurd. It just doesn't happen that often. And Proofy, you know, he's showing you today why we consider him to be one of the best assault rifle players in Call of Duty history.
134 to 95, and we're going to see Sensor pushing in. We're going back to the original hardpoint here in the Atlas, and Ben, SB, they're not out of this yet. I mean, they're only trailing by about 38 points. What do they need to do to get back in this?
You know, it just comes down to, as I touched on briefly before, Dido versus Proofy. If Dido can heat up in this second side of rotations, SB can comfortably come back into this. This is a very, very close game. Don't let that score fool you. You know, you can hold down blue hardpoint for a massive chunk of time. As well, green, if you lock down that back spawn area, you can really make huge comebacks on Detroit. Makes it one of the best competitive maps, in my opinion.
John staying inside, and we will go back to Dido here. You said it's all about the rotations, and so far it's Faze Black setting up first. You can see the pressure is about to be coming in.
That was a big win right there from Neslo. He actually managed to pick up that kill on Sensor on the next hill. If he can get the two-piece, oh, that would have been massive, but not able to do so. Proofy, again, winning that gunfight, and that is just so, so important for Faze Black. If he continues playing like this all through today, making those clutch 1v1 gunfights, Faze is going to cruise through.
Now, Dido, Fizzerp, and John were all on this main street, Ben. They weren't focusing on the hard point, but they do have control now as Neslo is somehow staying alive. What was their original plan? What was the goal there?
At that point, you're playing for the spawn. You want to make sure that you can lock it down and you can spawn significantly closer to the hard point. So let's say you push it as a team for one wave and it is unsuccessful, you'll spawn significantly closer. It takes you less time to challenge that for a second time. It's so important to control the spawns in hard point.
And now you can see they are controlling those spawns. All the blue arrows spawning across the map, but it will be rotating to the garage next. So who is going to be on the move first? It looks like already you got a player at Sensor making his way in. Look out for Study to start slaying over here as well.
Look at the score, 157 to 143. That's exactly what we were just talking about. You can make massive comebacks on Detroit. A 40-point lead is absolutely nothing. But now with Faze with the early rotation, Proofy with the bow needs to lock down this Black Atlas side. You can see by him being in that position, look at the top left of that minimap. Those two red arrows spawning so far away makes Faze's life so much easier. But SB, to their credit, have just flooded through, and they're going to control the spawns now.
Yeah, it just showed you 3 members all inside. 2 of them got dropped, though. Fizzerp and Dido down at the same time. John, last man standing indoors, and he will be cleaned up as well. Now, just like that, it's Faze Black retaking the hill. This is going back and forth, 10 points separating our teams. Just 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, and Apathy is heating up. He's leading the squad at 35 and 20, positive 15 on a 4 spree.
Honestly, this guy is one of the best Call of Duty players in the game right now. Anyone who disagrees is crazy. 35 and 21, stepping up when his team needs him. Proofy as well, still 30 and 26. If Sensor can win some more gunfights on the hard point, Faze will be able to pull away. But now you see Strictly Business trying to mount the comeback. 179 to 163. Big two-piece comes in from Fizzerp, looking for the third. Sensor's going to win that one. Dido there to trade the kill, though. And Strictly Business trying to mount the comeback.
You got 2 players inside. Dido working with John. John aggressively pushing, is going to take out Study. Pressure coming from the back. The patient play, the trust in his teammates from Dido. And that kill was picked up by Sensor. So Dido doing a really nice job staying inside. But let's go over to Faze Black. It is a 4-point game. Can they retake the hard point? They do for now. How long can they hold it down?
Study is just locking down this hard point. I believe that's his 3rd successive kill. Looking for more plays to challenge him. A 188 to 179 game. Still 20 seconds left on this hard point, and neither team wants to give up completely.
John and Dido with back-to-back doubles. So that is going to clear the hard point. 15 seconds left. Strictly Business is going to take the lead going into our last 60 seconds.
Looking over at Dido's perspective right now.
And this is going to be huge. This next
is
hard
massive.
point is the game, obviously, here as we're coming down to the last minute. And you can see on the mini-map, everyone converging on the school. Dido trying to keep the spawns for his team as well as the hill clear. So far, a great job. Grenades not connecting. Not a whole lot of challenges coming in from Faze Black yet.
They just want to play for kills right now, and it's the smart thing to do. Dido picks up 2 kills, one actually on his teammate accidentally, and Faze Black is starting to build a lead. Dido now has to pounce in. SB are going to break the hill. You've got John Fizzerp and Dido all on top of the hard point. 25 seconds left. Faze realistically going to have one chance at breaking it, and they need it to be successful. John on this hard point is going to cause them all sorts of problems. He's tagged up. He's going to fall. 207 to 203. SB in the lead. In goes Apathy. Can he get the win? Doesn't look like it. Fizz up and Dino should be able to hold out. Stunny trying to break it. 11 seconds left. And that is an unbelievable ending to this game.
Fizzerp's inside, and Strictly Business is going to take it, Ben. They made the comeback. It took them 9 minutes, but they took the lead on the final hill, and they will lock up game number 1. You saw the disappointment on Proofy's face. He and Apathy started off so hot, but SB taking it over.